We're in the middle of the Mojave Desert.
All he needs is his motorcycle now. He's got the glasses. Now he's got to buy the motorcycle.
If I knew how to motorcycle, I'd be going on those dunes, but the way to get there is some rough roads. And I'll tell you, we've been doing this in a 4-cylinder Nissan. Granted, it's a new car, but I would not want to do this again. We had a lot of moments there where we were quite literally like, uh-oh, what did we get ourselves into? How can you eat at a time like this?
I don't know how anybody could work out here in this heat.
It's not that bad. It's like 87 degrees, actually.
But you can feel the heat from the sun.
There's not a cloud in the sky. It is bright. But again, why don't we go take a look over at the visitor center and
yeah, let's take a look. See what we can
see
find.
what Kelso Depot is all about.
See what we can find.
It took a lot to win World War II, and outposts, settlements like Kelso Depot were very instrumental in helping the United States cull the resources necessary to win World War II. At the visitor center, there's 2 floors of exhibits about the railroad itself, as well as the terrain and the nature that surrounds this settlement, but as well as the private lives of the people that worked here.
In the other room, I think you're going to get a chance to giddy up. Come on, come with me.
What we'll do for a gag.
Ready? Go. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Felt good to get out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, la.
All right, we'll let you know. So why Kelso Depot? I'm sure that's the question on everybody's mind. Why here? Well, back in the pre-World War II days, it was all about rail, and not like the kinds of diesel locomotives that they have now. In those days, you had, I guess, steam engines and, other kinds of locomotive trains that needed to refuel and be serviced, and these helper trains, because of the mountains, they would be tugging all this ore, and so they needed sort of like the equivalent of, what are those called? The tugs. Those are like rail tugs. And so they set up Kelso in the 1920s, I think it was, built in 1924. And not much of it left.
Look what I found on the ground. You left your Rocky Bowinkle glasses.
Now, we are at the Kelso jail. This is actually the real original Kelso jail, which was used to basically hold unruly individuals, drunks and so forth. And it was actually, I think, in use until 1985, so about 32 years ago now. Are you going to behave? Seriously, think about all the things you've done and how many apologies you owe me.
Well,
I've got you in the original Kelso jail. What are you going to do? I mean, you have anything to say to
I'm
yourself?
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you in the river. It just was an accident.
No, it wasn't. How long do you think you could really stay in there if somebody threw a padlock on you?
Well, I like the fact that I can see and there's a nice breeze, but there's no snacks or anything to drink.
You and your snacks and candy. What do you think, guys?
And there's no ladies' room in here, so I probably couldn't last real long.
What do you think,
But
guys?
Brian, let me out. I promise I'll be good. I promise.
What do you think, guys? Should I let her out?
I'll be good only for 5 minutes, though.